Let's jump right into a massive geopolitical shift, the Chinese Civil War and the rise of Mao Zedong.
But how exactly did a rural peasant army manage to overthrow a recognized, globally backed power?
Okay, let's dive into this. The conflict basically breaks down into three main phases, from 1927 to 1949.
It started in 1927 when the Kuomintang violently purged the communists, forcing them to flee into the rural wilderness.
This created a huge divide. Chiang Kai-shek had the urban elites, while Mao Zedong mobilized the rural peasantry. During their grueling long march retreat to the northwest, Mao actually managed to consolidate his undisputed leadership.
His genius move? Ditching traditional urban uprisings to build a state within a state, fueled by peasant loyalty.
World War II paused major hostilities, forcing a tense alliance, though those deep animosities definitely stuck around.
After the war, the nationalists totally collapsed internally. We're talking hyperinflation, massive corruption, and malnourished, unequipped soldiers.
Meanwhile, the communists gained massive momentum. They promised land reform, mobilized peasants, and actually treated prisoners humanely.
This snowballed into massive, decisive military campaigns in the late 40s, where the nationalists completely lost their advantage. To put it in perspective, a staggering 1.54 million veteran nationalist troops were lost in just 3 campaigns.
Completely defeated, Chiang Kai-shek retreated to Taiwan, taking 2 million troops, refugees, and cultural reserves with him. Back in Beijing, this set the stage for a new era. Mao proclaimed the People's Republic of China.
Fun fact though, Mao just announced the government here. He saved his famous stood-up phrase for earlier.
A huge parade followed with over 16,000 troops, literally cementing the new regime's power in the capital.
Even traditional rural folk dances were turned into powerful political tools to spread party ideals to the masses.
Now, what's really interesting here is how official portraits became visual indicators of who was actually in favor.
Just look at Dong Shih-win's famous 1953 painting. It's a brilliant visual metaphor for these shifting political realities.
Over the decades, out-of-favor politicians were literally painted out and eventually restored, mapping a wild sequence of historical erasures.
So, I'll leave you with this. When ideological purity outweighs history, who really controls a nation's truth?